Today I'm lucky enough to be with Paul. He does marketing with Jeanneau.
Yep, that's exactly right.
And we are on the Jeanneau 64. Is this a new model?
No, it's not a brand new model. It's been around for a few years now, but it is the flagship of the Jeanneau range. And to date, we've built almost 80 of these boats.
Oh, really?
So it's an incredible success story.
Yeah, I saw this at the Annapolis Boat Show, and I didn't get a chance to film it then. So when I saw it was here today, I wanted to definitely do that.
Yeah, well, welcome aboard.
All right, will you take me on a tour of it?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Welcome to another edition of Boat Tour Tuesday by the Sailing Doodles, where we take you on a tour of the boats that we come across on our travels. The Jeanneau 64 has a length overall, including the bow spread, of almost 66 feet. It has a beam of 17 feet 8 inches and a draft of 9 feet 8 inches, although a shoal draft version is available. It has an impressively spacious interior with a 3 or 4 cabin version available. It has a large, comfortable cockpit and a mast height of 95.5 feet. So let's take an in-depth look at this Jeanneau 64. On the bow of the boat, I noticed the electric furler there right off.
Right, and the furling system, this particular furling system is optional. We have a lot of people now that take an electric furling.
Yeah.
You can operate it easily from the cockpit.
The windlass and the chain locker and everything here, is that all space there? Or is there a sail locker too, or what is?
Yeah, you have a whole sail locker behind us. This can also be a skipper's cabin, as well as just a utility room. You've got lots and lots of room here. So you can see that you have a lot of storage here. Right. A lot of chain locker room here. Someone that's going to buy a boat like this are going to run this with all chain. Right. You're not going to screw around with a nylon rope.
Really thick chain too. I've never seen chain.
Yeah, this is a serious amount of chain. Some people go overboard on the chain. But yeah, it's all handled by the windlass here. You can control this here and also from the cockpit.
And I see, is there a little loop there? Is that, I guess you could put a code 0 on there, probably?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, okay. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, great. It does have the teak deck. Is that standard or is that an option?
The teak deck is an option. Not everybody wants the maintenance of a teak deck. Right. But most people take it because it's a yacht and you got to have it.
Yeah, and you got all flush mount hatches.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. And I really like that you have the day beds up here. That's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. And that's all standard too. All
right, so I'm seeing a pretty common trend on boats these days is all the lines are running, I guess, underneath, what do they call it, captured and run?
Yeah, it all goes under the coaming and it all runs aft. One of the nice things that we did on this particular boat, we don't do it on any of the other boats, but you can see that we have this nice system up here of tensioning for the halyard. And the idea is that once you get the halyard exactly where you want it, you can take all that line that doesn't do anything but spend its life in a clump.
So you don't need like 4 different lines all bunched up right here.
Yeah, you take it right off and then it locks right in place. Yeah. And this is something you're going to see common on larger yachts, and we've incorporated it on the Jeanneau 64. But when we move aft, the boat is really broken up into 2 distinct zones. You'll see that the forward zone is completely for lounging and entertaining. There's no sailing systems there. And then you have the aft part of the cockpit, which is where all the action happens. So if you have guests, and it's always like, excuse me, you know, I got to get by you. That doesn't happen on this boat. Right. Yeah. All
right, and so then you also have the option for doing a self-tacking jib, or like you said here, for a Jeanneau.
Yeah, and actually, I'm glad you asked that question because, or pointed it out, because the boat actually comes standard with a in-mast furling main and a self-tacking jib. Right. And the boat sails perfectly fine like that. It's super easy to handle, obviously, but we have people that want, you know, a full hoist main. Right. You can do that. You can do a leisure furl, or you know, in-boom furling, and you can get a Jeanneau on it, code 0s. You can really do pretty much whatever you want, but this is the way it comes standard.
And I guess we'll talk about it when we get back, but one thing I noticed is that the main sheet is not like cutting through the middle of the cockpit back there, because it's run, I guess, there's a beam across the top, or how does that work?
Oh yeah, so you can't see it here because the canvas is there, but this boat, again, is the only boat we do this on. We have an arch, and so everything is hooked to that arch, which you don't have any main sheet in your way. And actually on the main, I can't remember if we have it as an option on this particular 64, but it's a cool option. We offer it with a Harkin winch that lives down below, and you can sheet the main in and out at the touch of a button. It's just a barrel, it just rolls in, rolls out. It's a very slick option. Some people choose just to go with the standard winches controlling the main, and there's nothing wrong with that either. And of course, that's free and it comes standard.
Okay, all right, let's head back towards the cockpit.
Sure, let's go.
It is a very large cockpit area. I mean, that's
I mean, I guess you got the tables down. Those fold down, and I didn't even realize that. So that's why it looks so big, like a big bed over there.
Yeah, for sure. So what's nice here is, again, this is kind of an option, but you can have both tables lowering and raising and lowering. And what's nice is if you keep one down, this becomes kind of a gigantic playpen of an area. It's a wonderful area to hang out when you're sailing.
Sure.
But if you're having dinner or something, and we've done this plenty of times on these boats, you can bring both tables up. You
can have a dozen people here.
Easily, yeah, easily. I mean, this boat can handle large amounts of people. As I said, you'll see that there's no sailing hardware here.
Nothing up there.
Nothing up here at all.
Under the Dodger or anything.
No, everything is done back here. These are a sink on one side. Here you have a secondary refrigerator.
Yeah.
Cooler.
Refrigerator. Yeah.
These are options.
You have twin helms aft.
Yeah,
it's a walk-through transom as well, and step up and all that.
Correct. You have a single rudder, but you have twin helms, and you can control pretty much the boat. We can control the boat obviously from either helm.
Okay.
There's more controls as far as gadgets over here.
Right.
This boat is equipped, as I said, it comes standard with the bow thruster, but you can get a combination bow thruster and a stern thruster, and that really enables the boat to basically turn on a dime. And you get to all the winches. You have power winches come standard on the boat on either side.
Okay.
You're going to use this on this particular boat to, we were talking, bring the, you have electric furler on this boat, but you could easily use the winch if you want to use that option.
Right.
You trim the main with these lines that run back aft as well. Of course, your main sheet is here and your jib sheets are here.
All right, and then it does have the walk-up transom here, so it has a folding down garage back there?
It's got a whole garage. It comes with a dinghy. Well, again, it's an option, but we have a dinghy launching system.
Okay.
It's pretty slick.
All right, and one more thing I noticed is, are these access to the aft cabin here, or is this just like air hatches?
No, so these are basically go right down into the master cabin.
Stairs or
and there's a stairway on the port side.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really nice just for a safety factor.
Right.
You have more than one way to get out of the boat.
Okay, great. All right, well then let's go take a look downstairs.
Yeah, let's go look.
So we're down here in the salon. The first thing that catches me is the amount of light in here, because you have, not only can you see outside because you got the little skylights up eye level here, but when you're sitting down, you got the side lights, so you can do that as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's this particular boat, we offer the boat with 2 different types of wood.
Okay.
This is a light oak.
Okay.
It was something new we tried actually on this boat, and then we started carrying it through the entire range of Jeanneau's. But it's got this kind of ebony floor, dark floor, and this light oak, which really makes the whole boat
really
bright and airy. And
I like how the galley's like in the salon, so if somebody's prepping meals, they're still part of everything.
Yeah,
that's so nice.
Yeah, and it's also kind of nice because the you know, if you're the master of the ship, then nobody's trying to squeeze by you trying to get to their cabin.
Right.
That's kind of your domain back there.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go forward and take a look at the guest cabins there.
Okay, sure.
All right, so coming forward, you have the 2 guest cabins on either side, and I really like this layout because it's still a pretty big cabin in here.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, this is probably almost a queen size bed up here, and it's great. It's off center, so you get you know, easy access in and out, and you can get all the way forward. Both cabins forward have a.
Is it a private head or a shared head?
No, it's a private head.
Okay.
Shower. This particular boat, we have the as we looked down before, we have the skipper's cabin has its own berth, its own head, and you know, if you don't want to see them, you just
close that door,
close that up, and that's done. And you still have your own head and shower.
A lot of issues I've seen with like skipper cabins is they don't have a head, so then they got to use somebody's head in there. And
yeah,
so, yeah, it's nice having it on. All right, well then let's go check out the master cabin.
Yeah, let's go check a look at that.
Nice big wide cabin.
If you can't be comfortable in this cabin, I don't know what you can.
And
this looks like the Western to me.
Bigger than a queen size, almost a king maybe?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, almost a king. And it's got its private head on this side?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, it's got a, so it's got a separate, like a door shower and toilet on it? Yeah?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, no, this would be really comfortable. In the galley here, pretty much handholds, and it's almost a full U shape, so if you're on your way.
Yeah, it's, in my opinion, again, it's a great galley. You could always use more storage space, but I've never met a boat that you can't.
This vented hood actually too, that's great.
Yep, this is a vented hood. This particular owner went with an electric stove. We have more and more people doing that because we have the generator here, so they're going to run this. It's got a convection microwave oven. If somebody prefers to have a gas stove, that's certainly an option. You have lots of options when it comes to the refrigeration space.
Yes.
You can do a standard refrigerator, second refrigerator, ice maker, freezer, 2 freezers, lots.
Yeah. And you can configure it however you want.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And then a deep sink there, and is that just
Yeah, you've got a nice big deep sink here, and then over here you have got a little dish drainer. So we put your dishes there when you're doing it. This boat,
and a little wine. Hey, there you go, wine fridge.
This has a wine fridge. We've done one of the options is a washer, dishwasher.
Okay.
A lot of people don't think that makes a lot of sense, but it's nice to have. And the other option we've done is you can get a trash compactor.
Yeah.
And if you go on cruising and you have, trash builds up really quick. So a trash compactor is quite nice.
Okay.
But this guy has good taste. He went for wine.
Yeah, there you go. All right, and then all pantry space. Well, no, this is access to the.
This is actually
Okay,
pantry space here.
Okay.
And then more so here. This door behind you is on your right. That is that's a head right there.
Okay, it's a day head.
Yep, that's a day head. It can be a pantry or a head. This is access to the generator. A big complaint on boats is you can't get to things. But when you have a boat that's 64 feet, you have extra room to play with.
Access to the motor from under the stairs and from the side over there.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that too. But yeah, you have access to the motor here. And then I do want you to take a peek around the corner.
This boat has an optional 4th cabin with double bunks.
Paul, thank you for having me out and let me tour this pretty nice boat.
Well, thanks for coming.
So if somebody's interested in this boat or a boat like it, obviously this was sold, how can they get more information on that?
Yeah, so they can just go to Jeanneau.com. All the information is there. This boat here is about $1.6 million.
Okay.
Yeah, so quite reasonable for what it is.
As it sits right now,
pretty much.
get it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much for having me out, and we'll do it again another time.
Let's do it.
Okay, I hope you're enjoying this kind of series. I'm hitting a few boats here at the Miami International Boat Show. If you're enjoying this, please click the like and subscribe button. It's really it's a free way to help promote the channel, and I thank you so much for doing it. And if you really enjoyed it, it's patreon.com/sailingdoodles, and we'll see you on the next video.